There seems to be a reputation building up around the experience of harvesting at wineries. Every year, crowds move thousands of kilometers to pick grapes. Some of these people can easily earn more money in less physically demanding ways. And one of our society's goals is apparently to use the lowest effort possible for maximum output. So why bother with this hard work? This task is more than its cash. Also, it goes beyond being nerdy about wine. Sure, we learn about agricultural processes in general and winemaking specifically, but most importantly, it can be a glimpse into a romanticized version of working. On a superficial level, grapes are picked, pressed, and prepped for the new homes in the cellars. There are many interesting technical details, but I think what catches and drives to go back, regardless of professional involvement, is the dynamics between us in this labor setting. This implies hand harvesting, while machines are an alternative. However, I believe that handpicking is important for taste. Beyond that, it's a counter-experience of today's modes of work. This period can be like a school trip for grown-ups, and the teachers are played by the winemakers. In the beginning, everybody may be a bit shy, but by the end it becomes immersive, intense, and filled with quirky characters, ours included. You might find yourself sharing sleepy morning coffees and maybe even dozing off in unexpected places. Everybody overrides their usual sleeping schedules. The nights can get long, with extended conversations, play, or dancing. Plus, the fear of missing out can get strong. There's often plenty of good wine, along with intimate group moments that only develop in passing a lot of time in bigger constellations. With a number of humans, also come less romantic realities like smelly toilets, shower queues, and dishes to clean, but even these discomforts are quickly forgotten. Something that I find profound about harvest, these situations gently push us to be more welcoming to ourselves. In everyday life, an evening of weird behavior often leaves a taste on people, but over 1 or 2 weeks, this intensity encourages, maybe even forces to let loose, to be odd, sometimes cranky when tired, and above all, is revealing traits others appreciate and finding hidden qualities in our counterparts. Simply by sharing a lot of time with people, we show a range of behaviors. In this core setup, we can learn to accept habits that we might otherwise worry others might dislike about us. And sure, we all had or have some of these dirty feelings sneaking up from time to time. It is no surprise that this involuntary exposure builds trust among personalities who were strangers not too long ago. Another thought I like, which I found at a winery in the German countryside: Ein guter Gast ist niemals Last. This translates, a good guest is never a burden. In winemaking, I found incredible hospitality, especially during harvest, which by itself strengthens a feeling of trust in strangers. Additionally, this saying applies in 2 ways. It emphasizes the value of hosting guests, as well as the importance of being a good guest, or at least try to be. I like the experience of being actively thoughtful and doing nice things for others. One important characteristic is that harvest is associated with Thanksgiving. Often, we are guests on a table to celebrate this tradition. In these weeks, we are working towards a festivity we have shared across cultures for ages. This labor situation embodies the spirit without any words. Harvest is always a limited time frame where people create unique dynamics, spending days together from morning until evening. Everybody is in motion, witnessing the fruits of the season and their work at the end of the day. It's a shared experience that encourages one to be chatty or just to meditate on whatever thought pops up in the brain. During that time, nothing else matters except being with others and celebrating the yield. All these niceties I have described so far are privileged situations. There are many places where people don't do picking for the fun of it, and most vineyards don't see any people running around for harvest anyway. But these little utopias exist, and I believe they help us become more social and open-minded personalities. Certainly it did for me. In a way, harvest is still embedded in our traditions, and at the same time, it seems like a counter-experience to our individualist lives. It allows us to connect with both people and the environment we work in. It's taking part in transforming soil into something we enjoy consuming. So yes, I like to romanticize this time of the year.